The book of Yirmeyahu, also called the book of Jeremiah, chapter 36. And it came to pass in the 4th year of Jehoiakim, the son of Yoshiyahu king of Yehuda, that this word came unto Yirmeyahu from Yahuah, saying, Take you a roll of a Cepher, and write therein all the words that I have spoken unto you against Yashar'el, and against Yehuda, and against all the nations, from the day I spoke unto you, from the days of Yoshiyahu, even unto this day. It may be that the house of Yehuda will hear all the evil which I purpose to do unto them, that they may return every man from his evil way, that I may forgive their iniquity and their sin. Then Yirmeyahu called Baruch the son of Neriyahu, and Baruch wrote from the mouth of Yirmeyahu all the words of Yahuah, which he had spoken unto him, upon a roll of a Cepher. And Yirmeyahu commanded Baruch, saying, I am shut up, I cannot go into the house of Yahuah. Therefore go, and read in the roll, which you have written from my mouth, the words of Yahuah, in the ears of the people in Yahuah's house, upon the fasting day, and also you shall read them in the ears of all Yehuda that come out of their cities. It may be they will present their supplication before Yahuah, and will return every one from his evil way, for great is the anger and the fury that Yahuah has pronounced against this people. Baruch the son of Neriyahu did according to all that Yirmeyahu the prophet commanded him, reading in the Cepher the words of Yahuah in Yahuah's house. And it came to pass in the 5th year of Jehoiakim, the son of Yoshiyahu king of Yehuda, in the 9th month, that they proclaimed a fast before Yahuah to all the people in Jerusalem, and to all the people that came from the cities of Yehuda unto Jerusalem. Then read Baruch in the Cepher the words of Yirmeyahu in the house of Yahuah, in the chamber of Gemariyahu the son of Shaphan the scribe, in the higher court at the entry of the new gate of Yahuah's house, in the ears of all the people. When Mikayahu the son of Gemariyahu the son of Shaphan had heard out of the Cepher all the words of Yahuah, then he went down into the king's house, into the scribe's chamber, and lo, all the princes sat there, even Elishama the scribe, and Delayahu the son of Shemayahu, and Elnathan the son of Akbor, and Gemariyahu the son of Shananyahu, and all the princes. Then Mikayahu declared unto them all the words that he had heard, when Baruch read the Cepher in the ears of the people. Therefore all the princes sent Yehudi the son of Nethanyahu, the son of Shelemeyahu, the son of Cushi, unto Baruch, saying, Take in your hand the roll wherein you have read in the ears of the people, and come. So Baruch the son of Neriyahu took the roll in his hand, and came unto them. And they said unto him, Sit down now and read it in our ears. So Baruch read it in their ears. Now it came to pass, when they had heard all the words, they were afraid both one and other, and said unto Baruch, We will surely tell the king of all these words. And they asked Baruch, saying, Tell us now, how did you write all these words at his mouth? Then Baruch answered them, He pronounced all these words unto me with his mouth, and I wrote them with ink in the Cepher. Then said the princes unto Baruch, Go, hide you and Yirmeyahu, and let no man know where ye be. And they went into the king into the court, but they laid up the roll in the chamber of Elishama the scribe, and told all the words in the ears of the king. So the king sent Yehudi to fetch the roll, and he took it out of Elishama the scribe's chamber. And Yehudi read it in the ears of the king, and in the ears of all the princes which stood beside the king. Now the king sat in the winter house in the 9th month, and there was a fire on the hearth burning before him. And it came to pass that when Yehudi had read 3 or 4 leaves, he cut it with the penknife, and cast it into the fire that was on the hearth, until all the roll was consumed in the fire that was on the hearth. Yet they were not afraid, nor rent their garments, neither the king nor any of his servants that heard all these words. Nevertheless, Elnathan and Delayahu and Gemariyahu had made intercession to the king that he would not burn the roll, but he would not hear them. But the king commanded Yerachmeel the son of Hamelech, and Serayahu the son of Azriel, and Shelemiyahu the son of Avdeel, to take Baruch the scribe, and Yirmeyahu the prophet. But Yahuah hid them. Then the word of Yahuah came to Yirmeyahu, after that the king had burned the roll. And the words which Baruch wrote at the mouth of Yirmeyahu, saying, Take you again another roll, and write in it all the former words that were in the first roll, which Jehoiakim the king of Yehuda has burned. And you shall say to Jehoiakim king of Yehuda, Thus says Yahuah, You have burned this roll, saying, Why have you written therein, saying, The king of Babel shall certainly come and destroy this land, and shall cause to cease from thence man and beast? Therefore thus says Yahuah of Jehoiakim king of Yehuda, He shall have none to sit upon the throne of David, and his dead body shall be cast out in the day to the heat, and in the night to the frost. And I will punish him and his seed and his servants for their iniquity, and I will bring upon them, and upon the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and upon the men of Yehuda, all the evil that I have pronounced against them, but they hearkened not. Then took Yirmeyahu another roll, and gave it to Baruch, the scribe the son of Neriyahu, who wrote therein from the mouth of Yirmeyahu all the words of the Cepher which Jehoiakim king of Yehuda had burned in the fire, and there were added besides unto them many like words. Chapter 37. And King Tzidkiyahu the son of Yoshiyahu reigned instead of Konyahu the son of Jehoiakim, whom Nebuchadnezzar king of Babel made king in the land of Yehuda. But neither he nor his servants, nor the people of the land, did hearken unto the words of Yahuah, which he spoke by the prophet Yirmeyahu. And Tzidkiyahu the king sent Yahukal the son of Yirmeyahu, and Zephaniah the son of Maaseyahu the priest, to the prophet Yirmeyahu, saying, Pray now unto Yahuah Eloheinu for us. Now Yirmeyahu came in and went out among the people, for they had not put him into prison. Then Pharaoh's army was come forth out of Mitzrayim, and when the Kasdim that besieged Jerusalem heard tidings of them, they departed from Jerusalem. Then came the word of Yahuah unto the prophet Yirmeyahu, saying, Thus says Yahuah, the Elohai of Yashar'el, Ye say to the king of Yehuda that sent you unto me to inquire of me, Behold, Pharaoh's army, which is come forth to help you, shall return to Mitzrayim into their own land. And the Kasdim shall come again, and fight against this city, and take it, and burn it with fire. Thus says Yahuah, Deceive not yourselves, saying, The Kasdim shall surely depart from us, for they shall not depart. For though ye had smitten the whole army of the Kasdim that fight against you, and there remained but wounded men among them, yet should they rise up every man in his tent and burn this city with fire. And it came to pass that when the army of the Kasdim was broken up from Jerusalem for fear of Pharaoh's army, then Yirmeyahu went forth out of Jerusalem to go into the land of Benjamin, to separate himself thence in the midst of the people. And when he was in the gate of Benjamin, a captain of the ward was there, whose name was Yirmeyahu, the son of Shelemiyahu, the son of Shananiyahu. And he took Yirmeyahu the prophet, saying, You fall away to the Kasdim. But he hearkened not to him. So Yirmeyahu took Yirmeyahu and brought him to the princes. Wherefore the princes were wroth with Yirmeyahu, and smote him, and put him in prison in the house of Yehonathan the scribe, for they had made that the prison. When Yirmeyahu was entered into the dungeon and into the cabins, and Yirmeyahu had remained there many days, then Tzidkiyahu the king sent and took him out, and the king asked him secretly in his house, and said, Is there any word from Yahuah? And Yirmeyahu said, There is, for, said he, You shall be delivered into the hand of the king of Babel. Moreover Yirmeyahu said unto King Tzidkiyahu, What have I offended against you, or against your servants, or against this people, that ye have put me in prison? Where are now your prophets, which prophesied unto you, saying, The king of Babel shall not come against you, nor against this land. Therefore hear now, I pray you, O Adoni the king. Let my supplication, I pray you, be accepted before you, that you cause me not to return to the house of Yehonathan the scribe, lest I die there. Then Tzidkiyahu the king commanded that they should commit Yirmeyahu into the court of the prison, and that they should give him daily a piece of bread out of the baker's street, until all the bread in the city were spent. Thus Yirmeyahu remained in the court of the prison. Chapter 38. Then Shephatiyahu the son of Matan, and Gedoliahu the son of Pashur, and Ukal the son of Shelemiyahu, and Pashur the son of Malchiyahu, heard the words that Yirmeyahu had spoken unto all the people, saying, Thus says Yahuah, He that remains in this city shall die by the sword, by the famine, and by the pestilence. But he that goes forth to the Kasdim shall live. For he shall have his life for a prey, and shall live. Thus says Yahuah, this city shall surely be given into the hand of the king of Babel's army, which shall take it. Therefore the princes said unto the king, we beseech you, let this man be put to death. For thus he weakens the hands of the men of war that remain in this city, and the hands of all the people in speaking such words unto them. For this man seeks not the welfare of this people, but the hurt. Then Cidkiyahu the king said, behold, he is in your hand, for the king is not he that can do anything against you. Then took they Yirmeyahu and cast him into the dungeon of Malchiyahu the son of Hamelech, that was in the court of the prison. And they let down Yirmeyahu with cords. And in the dungeon there was no water but mire. So Yirmeyahu sunk in the mire. Now when Ebed-melech the Cushi, one of the eunuchs which was in the king's house, heard that they had put Yirmeyahu in the dungeon, the king then sitting in the gate of Binyamin. So Ebed-melech took the men with him, and went into the house of the king under the treasury, and took thence old cast-clouts and old rotten rags, and let them down by cords into the dungeon to Yirmeyahu. And Ebed-melech the Cushi said unto Yirmeyahu, put now these old cast-clouts and rotten rags under your armholes under the cords. And Yirmeyahu did so. So they drew up Yirmeyahu with cords, and took him up out of the dungeon. And Yirmeyahu remained in the court of the prison. Then Cidkiyahu the king sent and took Yirmeyahu the prophet unto him into the third entry that is in the house of Yahuah. And the king said unto Yirmeyahu, I will ask you a thing, hide nothing from me. Then Yirmeyahu said unto Cidkiyahu, if I declare it unto you, will you not surely put me to death? And if I give you counsel, will you not hearken unto me? So Cidkiyahu the king swore 7 oaths secretly unto Yirmeyahu, saying, as Yahuah lives, that made us this soul, I will not put you to death. Neither will I give you into the hand of these men that seek your life. Then said Yirmeyahu unto Cidkiyahu, thus says Yahuah, the Elohai Tsevaoth, the Elohai of Yashar'el, if you will assuredly go forth unto the king of Babel's princes, then your soul shall live, and this city shall not be burned with fire, and you shall live, and your house. But if you will not go forth to the king of Babel's princes, then shall this city be given into the hand of the Kasdim, and they shall burn it with fire, and you shall not escape out of their hand. And Cidkiyahu the king said unto Yirmeyahu, I am afraid of the Yahudim that are fallen to the Kasdim, lest they deliver me into their hand, and they mock me. But Yirmeyahu said, they shall not deliver you. Obey, I beseech you, the voice of Yahuah, which I speak unto you, so it shall be well unto you, and your soul shall live. But if you refuse to go forth, this is the word that Yahuah has showed me. And behold, all the women that are left in the king of Yehudah's house shall be brought forth to the king of Babel's princes. And those women shall say, your friends have set you on, and have prevailed against you. Your feet are sunk in the mire, and they are turned away back. So they shall bring out all your women and your children to the Kasdim, and you shall not escape out of their hand, but shall be taken by the hand of the king of Babel, and you shall cause this city to be burned with fire. Then said Cidkiyahu unto Yirmeyahu, let no man know of these words, and you shall not die. But if the princes hear that I have talked with you, and they come unto you, and say unto you, declare unto us now what you have said unto the king, hide it not from us, and we will not put you to death. Also what the king said unto you, then you shall say unto them, I presented my supplication before the king, that he would not cause me to return to Yehonathan's house, to die there. Then came all the princes unto Yirmeyahu and asked him, and he told them according to all these words that the king had commanded. So they left off speaking with him, for the matter was not perceived. So Yirmeyahu abode in the court of the prison until the day that Jerusalem was taken, and he was there when Jerusalem was taken. Chapter 39. In the 9th year of Tzidkiyahu king of Yehuda, in the 10th month, came Nebuchadnezzar king of Babel and all his army against Jerusalem, and they besieged it. And in the 11th year of Tzidkiyahu, in the 4th month, the 9th day of the month, the city was broken up. And all the princes of the king of Babel came in, and sat in the middle gate, even Nergal-Sharezer, Kamgar-Nevu, Sarsakim, Rav-Karik, Nergal-Sharezer, Rav-Mag, with all the remnant of the princes of the king of Babel. And it came to pass that when Tzidkiyahu the king of Yehuda saw them, and all the men of war, then they fled, and went forth out of the city by night, by the way of the king's garden, by the gate betwixt the two walls, and he went out the way of the plain. But the Kasdim army pursued after them, and overtook Tzidkiyahu in the plains of Jericho. And when they had taken him, they brought him up to Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babel, to Rivlah in the land of Chamath, where he gave judgment upon him. Then the king of Babel slew the sons of Tzidkiyahu in Rivlah before his eyes. Also the king of Babel slew all the nobles of Yehuda. Moreover, he put out Tzidkiyahu's eyes, and bound him with chains, to carry him to Babel. And the Kasdim burned the king's house, and the houses of the people with fire, and broke down the walls of Jerusalem. Then Nebuzaradan, the captain of the guard, carried away captive into Babel the remnant of the people that remained in the city, and those that fell away, that fell to him, with the rest of the people that remained. But Nebuzaradan, the captain of the guard, left of the poor of the people, which had nothing in the land of Yehuda, and gave them vineyards and fields at the same time. Now Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babel, gave charge concerning Yirmeyahu to Nebuzaradan, the captain of the guard, saying, Take him, and look well to him, and do him no harm, but do unto him even as he shall say unto you. Nebuzaradan, the captain of the guard, sent, and Nebuchadnezzar, Rav-Karik, and Nergal-Sharezer, Rav-Mag, and all the king of Babel's princes. Even they sent and took Yirmeyahu out of the court of the prison, and committed him unto Gedaliah the son of Achikam, the son of Shaphan, that he should carry him home. So he dwelt among the people. Now the word of Yahuah came unto Yirmeyahu, while he was shut up in the court of the prison, saying, Go and speak to Eved-Melech the Cushi, saying, Thus says Yahuah Sevaoth, the Elohai of Yashar'el, Behold, I will bring my words upon this city for evil, and not for good, and they shall be accomplished in that day before you. But I will deliver you in that day, says Yahuah, and you shall not be given into the hand of the men of whom you are afraid. For I will surely deliver you, and you shall not fall by the sword, but your life shall be for a prey you, because you have put your trust in me, says Yahuah. Chapter 40. The word that came to Yirmeyahu from Yahuah. After that, Nebuzaradan, the captain of the guard, had let him go from Ramah, when he had taken him being bound in chains among all that were carried away captive of Jerusalem and Yehuda, which were carried away captive unto Babel. And the captain of the guard took Yirmeyahu, and said unto him, Yahuah Eloheka has pronounced this evil upon this place. Now Yahuah has brought it, and done according as he has said, because ye have sinned against Yahuah, and have not obeyed his voice. Therefore this thing is come upon you. And now, behold, I loosen you this day from the chains which were upon your hand. If it seems good unto you to come with me into Babel, come, and I will look well unto you. But if it seems ill unto you to come with me into Babel, forbear. Behold, all the land is before you. Whither it seems good and convenient for you to go, thither go. Now while he was not yet gone back, he said, Go back also to Gedaliah the son of Achikam, the son of Shaphan, whom the king of Babel has made governor over the cities of Yehuda, and dwell with him among the people, or go wheresoever it seems convenient unto you to go. So the captain of the guard gave him victuals and a reward, and let him go. Then went Yirmeyahu unto Gedaliah the son of Achikam to Mitzpah, and dwelt with him among the people that were left in the land. Now, when all the captains of the forces which were in fields, even they and their men, heard that the king of Babel had made Gedaliah the son of Achikam governor in the land, and had committed unto him men and women and children, and of the poor of the land, of them that were not carried away captive to Babel, then they came to Gedaliah to Mitzpah. Even Yishmael, the son of Nethanyahu, and Yochanan and Jonathan, the sons of Kareash, and Serayahu, the son of Tanchumeth, and the sons of Ophi the Netophathi, and Yezanyahu, the son of a Ma'akathi, they and their men. And Gedaliahu, the son of Achikam, the son of Shaphan, swore 7 oaths unto them and to their men, saying, Fear not to serve the Kasdim, dwell in the land, and serve the king of Babel, and it shall be well with you. As for me, behold, I will dwell at Mitzpah to serve the Kasdim, which will come unto us. But ye, gather ye wine, and summer fruits, and oil, and put them in your vessels, and dwell in your cities that ye have taken. Likewise, when all the Yahudim that were in Moab, and among the Ammonim, and in Edom, and that were in all the countries, heard that the king of Babel had left a remnant of Yahudah, and that he had set over them Gedaliahu, the son of Achikam, the son of Shaphan. Even all the Yahudim returned out of all places whither they were driven, and came to the land of Yahudah, to Gedaliahu, unto Mitzpah, and gathered wine and summer fruits very much. Moreover, Yochanan the son of Kareach, and all the captains of the forces that were in the fields, came to Gedaliahu to Mitzpah, and said unto him, Do you certainly know that Baalich the king of the Ammonim has sent Yishmael the son of Nethanyahu to slay you? But Gedaliahu the son of Achikam believed them not. Then Yahuchanan the son of Kareach spoke to Gedaliahu in Mitzpah secretly, saying, Let me go, I pray you, and I will slay Yishmael the son of Nethanyahu, and no man shall know it. Wherefore should he slay you, that all the Yahudim which are gathered unto you should be scattered, and the remnant in Yahudah perish? But Gedaliahu the son of Achikam said unto Yochanan the son of Kareach, You shall not do this thing, for you speak falsely of Yishmael. Chapter 41. Now it came to pass in the 7th month that Yishmael the son of Nethanyahu the son of Elishama, of the seed royal, and the princes of the king, even 10 men with him, came unto Gedaliahu the son of Achikam to Mitzpah, and there they did eat bread together in Mitzpah. Then arose Yishmael the son of Nethanyahu, and the 10 men that were with him, and smote Gedaliahu the son of Achikam, the son of Shaphan, with the sword, and slew him, whom the king of Babel had made governor over the land. Yishmael also slew all the Yahudim that were with him, even with Gedaliahu at Mitzpah, and the Kasdim that were found there, and the men of war. And it came to pass, the 2nd day after he had slain Gedaliahu, and no man knew it, that there came certain from Shechem, from Shiloh, and from Shomeron, even 80 men, having their beards shaven and their clothes rent, and having cut themselves, with offerings and incense in their hand, to bring them to the house of Yahuah. And Yishmael the son of Nethanyahu went forth from Mitzpah to meet them, weeping all along as he went. And it came to pass, as he met them, he said unto them, Come to Gedaliahu the son of Achikam. And it was so, when they came into the midst of the city, that Yishmael the son of Nethanyahu slew them and cast them into the midst of the pit, he and the men that were with him. But 10 men were found among them that said unto Yishmael, Slay us not, for we have treasures in the field, of wheat, and of barley, and of oil, and of honey. So he forbore and slew them not among their brethren. Now the pit wherein Yishmael had cast all the dead bodies of the men whom he had slain because of Gedaliahu, was it which Acah the king had made for fear of Baasha, king of Yashar'el. And Yishmael the son of Nethanyahu filled it with them that were slain. Then Yishmael carried away captive all the remnant of the people that were in Mitzpah, even the king's daughters, and all the people that remained in Mitzpah, whom Nebuzaradan, the captain of the guards, had committed to Gedaliahu the son of Achikam. And Yishmael the son of Nethanyahu carried them away captive, and departed to go over to the Ammonim. But when Yochanan the son of Kareach, and all the captains of the forces that were with him, heard of all the evil that Yishmael the son of Nethanyahu had done, then they took all the men, and went to fight with Yishmael the son of Nethanyahu, and found him by the great waters that are in Given. Now it came to pass, that when all the people which were with Yishmael saw Yochanan the son of Kareach, and all the captains of the forces that were with him, then they were glad. So all the people that Yishmael had carried away captive from Mitzpah cast about and returned and went unto Yochanan the son of Kareach. But Yishmael the son of Nethanyahu escaped from Yochanan with 8 men and went to the Ammonim. Then took Yochanan the son of Kareach and all the captains of the forces that were with him, all the remnant of the people whom he had recovered from Yishmael the son of Nethanyahu from Mitzpah. After that he had slain Gadolyahu the son of Achikam, even mighty men of war, and the women, and the children, and the eunuchs, whom he had brought again from Givon. And they departed, and dwelt in the habitation of Kimham, which is by Beit Lechem, to go to enter into Mitzrayim, because of the Kasdim, for they were afraid of them, because Yishmael the son of Nethanyahu had slain Gadolyahu the son of Achikam, whom the king of Babel made governor in the land,